Imagine this. You run a lemonade stand, but there's a rule. Everyone in town must buy lemonade using your coupons. Not cash, not coins, only your coupons. Now suddenly, everyone needs your coupons. So people come to you first. They trade things for your coupons. Then they buy lemonade. You didn't sell more lemonade, but somehow, you became the most powerful kid in town. This is basically how the United States dollar took over the world. And it happened because of a secret deal in the 1970s that most people have never heard about. A deal between America and Saudi Arabia. A deal that forced the entire planet to use US dollars. This system is called the Petrodollar. And without it, the global economy might look very different. Let's go back in time. After World War II, the world needed a stable financial system. So in 1944, leaders from 44 countries met in a place called Bretton Woods. Their plan was simple. Every currency would be tied to the US dollar, and the US dollar would be backed by gold. Think of it like this. Money became tickets, and the dollar was the master ticket that could be exchanged for gold. This made the dollar extremely powerful. Countries started storing dollars, trading with dollars, saving with dollars. But then something happened. America started spending huge amounts of money. Wars, government programs, economic expansion. Soon, there were too many dollars in the world, but not enough gold to back them. Countries started getting nervous. Some nations began asking the United States, "Can we exchange our dollars for gold?" And America realized something terrifying. If everyone asked for gold, the system would collapse. So in 1971, President Richard Nixon made a dramatic decision. He closed the gold window. The dollar was no longer backed by gold. It was now backed by nothing, just trust. And suddenly, the world had a big question. Why should we keep using dollars? America needed a solution, fast. Because if countries stopped using dollars, the US economy could collapse. So the United States looked for something else, something the entire world needed, something everyone had to buy. And they found it. Oil. Oil powers cars, ships, factories, planes. Modern civilization runs on oil. Now imagine if every country that wanted oil had to pay for it using US dollars. That would force the entire world to hold dollars. So in 1973, the United States made a quiet deal with Saudi Arabia. Here's what the deal said. America would provide military protection, weapons, security. In return, Saudi Arabia would sell oil only in US dollars. And Saudi Arabia would convince the rest of OPEC to do the same. That meant something huge. If Japan wanted oil, it needed dollars. If Germany wanted oil, it needed dollars. If India wanted oil, it needed dollars. So every country started stockpiling dollars. Not because they loved the dollar, but because they needed it to buy energy. And just like that, the petrodollar system was born. Now here's where it gets interesting. When countries buy oil, they send dollars to oil-producing nations. Saudi Arabia, UAE, Kuwait. These countries suddenly had huge piles of dollars. But what do you do with trillions of dollars? You invest them. And guess where many of those dollars went? Back into the United States. Into US government bonds, American banks, US financial markets. This created a powerful loop. Countries buy oil, then send dollars abroad. Oil countries invest dollars, then back into America. This allowed the United States to do something almost no other country can do. Print money, and still remain powerful. Because the world constantly needed dollars to buy oil. For decades, the petrodollar system helped America maintain its global financial dominance. But today, things may be changing. Some countries are experimenting with trading oil in other currencies. China is promoting the yuan. Russia has pushed for non-dollar trade. And some oil producers are exploring alternatives. If the petrodollar weakens, the global financial system could change dramatically. Because remember the lemonade stand. The power didn't come from selling lemonade. It came from controlling the coupons everyone needed. For the last 50 years, the United States controlled the world's coupons. The real question now is, will the world keep using them? Or will a new system replace it? Because if the petrodollar ever disappears, the global economy might enter a completely new era. If you enjoyed this breakdown of hidden economic systems, subscribe for more simple explanations of how money really works. Because once you see the system, you can never unsee it. Next coming soon. Which topic do you want to see the next video on?